We're going to get started. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. Did you stay up to watch the Super Bowl? The whole game?
We had a lot of food.
Did you? Pizza and wings? I didn't eat anything.
Pizzas.
Wow. From where?
Big Daddy.
That's what's that place called? Fox's.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so today, hopefully everyone remember to watch the lesson 24 video before you started today. If you did not, and you're not live right now, make sure you pause this video and watch the lesson 24 video first. But if you are on here now, please make sure you watch that after we're finished today. So, what is the new skill, new vocabulary that we're going to be practicing today? Tegan?
Multiples.
All right, you don't have to unmute yourself, but at your homes, I want everyone to say multiples. Look at your lips moving. Okay, so multiples, factors and multiples are two really important words in 4th grade. And sometimes kids confuse them. They both deal with what operation? Peyton? What operation do factors and multiples deal with?
Can you hear me now? Multiplication.
Very good. Who remembers what a factor is? What's a factor? Sophia?
Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A factor is one of those, like, say for 27, 1 and 27. Those are
numbers that you multiply together to get a product. Very good. Okay, who knows what a multiple is? What's a multiple? Okay, so let me tell you this. If I want you to tell me the multiples of 5, who can tell? Sometimes multiples are hard to explain. I'll give you a way that I remember. But if I asked you for the multiples of 5.
What page is it?
Who can tell me the multiples of 5? Elijah?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Stop.
40, 50.
What is Elijah doing right now? He's correct. All of those are multiples of 5. What did he do to get his list of numbers? Nolan?
Taking like 1 times 5, 2 times 5, 3 times 5, 4 times 5.
Okay, so that is what you're doing. You're taking each of the factors and you're multiplying the number by 5 times 1, 5 times 2. But I don't think Elijah did that so fast. Elijah, when you were thinking of that list, were you quickly going 5 times 1, 5, 5 times 2, 10, 5 times 2, 15? No, because you were like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So you are right, Nolan, because the theory behind it is you're multiplying that number by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5 as you continue on. But what else could you say? What did Elijah do by 5s? Finn?
Count by 5s.
Very good. One way to help yourself remember is multiples is just like counting by that number. So if I asked you for the multiples of 2, Trace, give me some multiples of 2. Go. Uh-oh, right? Catch him mid. You finishing up your lunch. Finishing up some pizza from yesterday. You ready? Come on, Trace, give me your multiples of 2. Go.
2, 4, wait.
You're right. Keep going.
2?
Yep.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Very good. You just keep on going. Good job. Who can give me multiples of 10? Zoe.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Stop. Who can give me multiples of 25? Jack.
25, 50, 35.
Oh.
25, 50, 75, 100, and
Very
125.
good. Very good. Nice job. Reese, give me some multiples of 1,000.
1,000, 1,002,
No. If I say multiples of,
2,000,
try again. Go.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000,
Very good. And
5,000.
you're just going to keep on going. So now everyone should be open to page 118 in your student workbook. And we're going to do the must-do problems together. Get the camera ready.
What page was it?
118. Okay, so for each of the following, it says to time ourselves for 1 minute. We're just going to see if we can get some of these down. We're not going to do a whole minute. So we want to write down multiples of 5 starting from 100. So what would the first multiple of 5 be, Chase, starting at 100? So we're going to put 100 down
105.
first. Yep, no 100. Keep going. Give me a few more. Just don't write.
110,
Don't
100.
talk faster than I can write.
Okay. 110, 115, 120, 125, 130, 135, 140.
Good job. We'll stop right there. So Chase, tell me what you did to give me this list.
Counted by fives.
Very good. And don't let the 100 scare you. You could just think of it as 5, 10, 15, but just adding that 1 in the hundreds place. All right, Soren, go ahead and unmute yourself. Soren, unmute yourself. Soren. Soren. Unmute yourself. Miss Gabine, can you guys still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Let's have Bella Watkins, unmute yourself.
Did you want me to do number 2?
I'm gonna help you. So we're gonna start with the number 20. So if we're doing multiples of 4, what comes after 20? So think, what's 20 plus 4? What comes next?
24,
And then add 4 more.
28,
4 more.
32,
Keep going. 4 more.
37,
Well, you're close. Start at 32 and count up 4 more.
36,
Yep, give me 1 more. 36 plus 4.
40.
Good. And sometimes the higher that you get, it's hard because 4 isn't something we typically count by. So all you have to do is start at the 1 number and count up 4. Then count up 4 more. Okay, Olivia, go ahead and unmute yourself and you're going to help me with letter C. Go ahead and read it for us.
Rate the multiples of 6 starting from 36.
So what's the first number I'm going to write down?
36.
Okay. Now, we have 2 different strategies we can use here. One, you can either count up by 6, or you could also think 6 times what gives you 36, Olivia? If you're not Olivia, make sure you stay muted. Do you know, Olivia, 6 times what gives you 36? Keep yourself unmuted, please. You're helping me with this one. Olivia, unmute yourself. Do you know 6 times what gives you 36? Yes or no?
I forgot.
Okay, so it's 6 times 6 equals 36. So you can either count up, or doesn't seem like maybe 6 facts might be very quick for you. But if it is something, then you could just do 6 times 7, 6 times 8, 6 times 9, 6 times 10. Sometimes that's easier than trying to count up. So whichever way you feel more comfortable, I want you to tell me what's 6 up from 36.
42.
And then next.
48.
And then again, give us a couple more.
52. No, 54.
One more. Actually, we'll do 2 more.
60. 66.
Very good. So you can either just keep counting up, or like I said, you can think of the facts as this is 6 times 6, then 6 times 7, 6 times 8, 9, 10, and 11. You can also think of it that way. Okay, now we need to list the numbers that have 24 as a multiple. So what that means is we're going to start with 1. If I name all the multiples of 1, will I eventually say the number 24, Nolan?
Yes.
Yes, because if I count by ones, I'm going to say every single number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are all the multiples of 1. So 1 is definitely has 24 as a multiple. Reese, if I start counting by 2s, will I eventually say 24?
Yes.
How do you know that? 2s, what type of number, even or odd?
They are even. So
2 is even.
24 and 2 are both even. So
Very good. So 2 is always a multiple of an even number. Jack, if I start counting by 3s, will I ever land on 24?
no.
You could also be thinking like this, Jack. Does 3 times anything give me 24? Let's try it. What's 3 times 1?
3,
3 times 2.
6,
3 times 3.
9,
3 times 4.
15,
No.
21,
3 times 4.
12,
3 times 5.
15,
3 times 6.
18,
3 times 7.
21,
3 times 8.
24.
So is 24 a multiple of 3?
Yeah.
Yep, it would be the 8th number in our sequence. Trace, you're up next. The number 4. When you count by 4s, will you eventually end up on 24?
Yeah.
What would you multiply 4 by to get 24?
4 times 6.
Very good. So it would be the 6th number that you would say. Okay, Ilea, the number 5. If you count by 5s, will you eventually land on 24? Ilea, unmute yourself. It's 5. Will 5 go on our list? Count by 5s for me. Go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
You already passed 24. Did you say the number 24?
No.
No. And we know, as a hint, 5s, all the multiples of 5, all the factors of 5, well, I guess there's not factors. All the multiples will always end in which 2 numbers? Ilea. When you count by 5s, what?
5.
Or?
0.
Very good. 5 or 0. All right, Sethi, you ready? Unmute yourself. Okay, Seth, you have the number 6. Will 24 be a multiple of 6?
Yes.
6 times what gives you 24?
4.
Very good. Okay, Hunter, you have 7. If you count by 7s, will you land on 24?
No. Because 7, 14, 21, and then it goes past 28.
All right, why don't you try 8?
Yes, 8, 16, 24.
Very good. Tegan, how about 9? What's 9 times 1?
9,
9 times 2?
18,
9 times 3?
28,
No.
27,
There you go. And we're already past 24, so we wouldn't write 9 down. How about 10, Tegan? If you count by 10s, will you land on 24?
no,
Nope. How about 11?
no,
No, because it's not a double. 11s will always be a double. What about 12?
yes,
What comes after 12? 12 times what would give you 24?
2,
Very good. So once you get halfway, that's all you're going to get before you get the final number. So all of these, and this one only because that's what we would start with, would have 24 as a multiple. Okay, so now we're going to determine if these numbers are multiples of each other. Okay, Nina, is 12 a multiple of 4? If you're going to say yes, then you should be able to say yes because 4 times blank equals 12. Okay, so is 12 a multiple of 4?
Yes, because 12 divided by 4 is a multiple of 3.
12 divided by 4 is 3. It's not a multiple of 3. So that works. And then, so Nina, is 4 a factor of 12? So that means, does 4 times something give you 12?
Yes,
What is the fact?
3.
Good. Let's write that down just so we have some proof. Okay, Sunny, we want to figure out, is 42 a multiple of 8? So if you put in your calculator 42 divided by 8, what do you get?
I get a decimal.
Right, you get 5.2. So is 42 that means if we count by 8s, will we ever land on 42?
No,
No. So then over here, is 8 a factor of 42? So
no,
no, and then we're going to put on here 42 divided by 8 equals 5.25. And I'm going to put, so I know, not a whole number. Good job. Okay, Cooper, are you there?
Yeah.
Turn your camera on, please. Go ahead and read the next one.
Is 84 a multiple of 6?
Okay, so Cooper, to figure this out, what will we put in our calculator?
$84 divided by 6.
So we got a whole number of 14. So is 84 a multiple of 6?
Yes.
Yeah, so that means we have to count up 14 spaces. That means it would be the 14th spot on our list is when you actually hit 84. So Cooper, is 6 a factor of 84?
Yes.
So Cooper, 6 times what gives us 84? Look at my
6 times 14.
We'll double check. 6 times 14 Yeah, that's a high one. I don't know even my 12 sometimes are tough for me. So I would definitely be using my calculator for that. So there's our proof right there. 6 and 14 are factors of 84. Okay, we have one more to do, and this one's kind of fun. Flip your paper over. We're going to follow the directions on this grid. So I'm going to leave my paper zoomed in on the chart, and we'll go through this together. Okay, let's have Soren. Can you hear me now? Unmute yourself. Okay, Soren, we have to circle in red the multiples of 2. I don't have red, so I'm going to use a blue highlighter. So looking at this 100 grid, tell me, and go slow because I have to circle it, all the multiples of 2. Go.
Okay, so get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 82, 84, 86, 88,
Good job. You're getting close. Keep going.
92, 94, 96, 98, 100.
Great job. So now it asks us, what are the possible values for the ones digit? So Soren, if you look at all the ones places, what are our options? We see, what do we have the whole way down this line in the ones place?
They all end in 1.
No. Ones place. They don't end in 1. What do they end in?
Oh, 2.
Okay, look down this row. All the ones place end in what number?
4,
And then the next one,
6,
the next one,
8,
the next one.
0.
All of those, Soren, are what types of numbers, even or odd?
Even.
They are all even. Great job. Okay, Chase, you ready to help me with B?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to shade in green, and I'm just going to use my pencil, the multiples of 3. Go ahead.
3, 6, 8, wait,
Oh, not 8.
9,
Yep.
12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36,
You're going
39,
too fast for me.
42, 45, 48, 52,
Hold on. 48. 1, 2, 3. Not 52.
51,
There you go.
54, 57, 60, 63, 66, 69, 72, 75, 78, 81, 84, 87, 90,
Yep.
93, 96, 99.
Okay, so Chase, it says choose one. So pick any of those. Let's give everyone about 30 seconds to catch up. Give me a thumbs up whenever you're done with your shading. Give everyone a minute to catch up. All right, everyone good?
No.
Okay, I'll give you about 5 more seconds. Chase, I want you to start thinking about one of these shaded numbers. You're just going to pick one. Doesn't matter which one.
99.
Okay, so I'm going to put 99 here just so I know that's what we picked. What do you notice about the sum of those digits? So down here, I'm going to put, so 99. Sum means what operation?
The answer of addition.
Okay, what is 9 plus 9?
18.
Okay, we need to choose another shaded number. Choose a lower one this time.
69.
What's the sum of 6 plus 9?
15.
I'm going to choose a small one. I'm going to do 15. So Chase, what's the sum of 1 plus 5?
6.
Okay, so what do you notice about the sum? The numbers 6, 18, and 15. What do they all have in common?
They're all like that, like between 15 and 18, it's a gap by 3.
Okay. I keep thinking of they're all, think about the number 3. 3 times what gives you 6?
2.
3 times what gives you 18?
6.
3 times what equals 15?
5.
So we could say the 3 is a what for all of these?
Is a factor.
Good. 3 is a factor of all of these. So it's kind of neat how that works with the numbers. How if you add the 2 digits together, they're all factor. The 3 is a factor of all of those. And the next one, we need to circle in blue. So since I used blue already, I'm going to find, I believe I have a black pen. Okay, Olivia, we need to circle in blue the multiples of 5. Go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 75.
Oh, after 60 comes what?
70.
65.
65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100.
Okay. When a number is a multiple of 5, what are the possible values for the ones digit? So Olivia, out of all of the numbers we circled, what were the only two numbers we had in the ones place?
5,
And what else?
0.
Yep. And we talked about that one earlier too. We've been pretty good with that one. All right, Carson, read letter D.
Draw next over the multiples of 10.
All right, Carson, just do that part now, then we'll read the second part. Tell me all the multiples of 10. Go.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Read the rest of the question.
What digit do all multiples of 10 have in common?
So look down that list, Carson. What do all of those have in common?
They all have zeros at the end.
Very good. All have zeros. While you guys are finishing copying, I'm just going to call a couple names that I have marked out today. If you are here, please unmute yourself and tell me. Ava Donor, Gracie Martin, Isla, Alyssa, Sarah, Caliana, and I did see Sunny. Remember, if I called your name, you need to send me a picture of these pages so I know that you got them finished. Okay, so to wrap up today's skill, if you have to think of a way to remember what a multiple is, what can you think of? Multiple is what kind of number? What do you do with it, with that number? Sunny?
You skip count it.
Skip count. You count by it. Very good. So that's how I remember it. And that's been for probably the past 8 years that I've been teaching this type of math. I didn't remember factors and multiples from when I was in school. I don't even remember ever learning them. So I had to reteach myself, and I had a hard time remembering what the difference was between a factor and a multiple. And multiple, I just kept saying count by, count by.
I have a question. I
Ah,
couldn't hear you well, so did you say like if we were here, like we still needed to send you a picture
Nope.
of it?
If you're here, I got
Okay,
you
thank
marked off because we did it together. If you weren't able to make it to class today, I would like those people to send me a picture just so I can make sure that they got their work done for today.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have been following the routine I've been really trying to get you into, today you watched the lesson 24 video, you came to the Zoom and did the must-do problems. Who knows what you still have left to do today? Jack?
10 minutes of extra math and a sprint packet.
Very good. Extra math and sprint. I want to tell you something about your sprint. There are some bigger facts on there. It's all multiplication. For some of them, you can take off the 0 and take that extended fact and make it more basic. Some of them are questions like 32 times 2. Now, a strategy that I was using, and I'm going to share my screen with you real quick just to show you this. So let's say you have if one of the facts is like 32 times 2, you can do partial, you should be able to start doing partial products pretty quickly. So I could do 30 times 2 gives me 60, 2 times 2 gives me 4, and I know that's 64. So if you need to do this off to the side, feel free to do that. You don't have to, if it's too hard for you to do mentally, write it down on the side, because I don't want you to just sit and, try counting up 32 times or whatever big number is, because you're getting into the thousands on these also. So remember, if you forget how to do a sprint, the video is there, but I think we should remember. Who knows? How do you set up for a sprint? Sprint means it's real what? Real what, Chase?
Quick.
Real quick. So how long do you have?
1 minute.
1 minute. Remember, when you're finished, circle the last one you did. have someone check those. Then later in the week, one of your jobs is going to be just to finish the rest for practice. But you want to write down how many you're getting correct in that 1 minute so we can monitor your progress.
Will the sprint packing be online if you don't have the
I emptied your desk today, Noah, so you should have, Mr. Thomas should have dropped off everything. Your sprint packet wasn't in there.
Okay.
So double check your orange folder.
Okay.